G'day guys. Just setting up a few things as well before we get overall into it. Oh jeez, I gotta say overall I forget that like all my shit. I got my OG, you know, I've got the, oh that's right, I got the bugged here. Again, it's like boosts up to 730 for some reason. Wait, did I? Oh, dude, I linked the wrong fucking thing. God damn it, I linked to the wrong thing, by the way. There we go, we got, wow, crap. God. We get the Siege Rouse. I can't believe we had, I just realized we had Motherload 2 seasons in a row. I actually just realized that like there's certain dungeons have had like multiple seasons in a row, and like obviously that was one of them. To be fair, I guess on most of these things they've like looted these guys like multiple times. Well, not looted, but got rid of them. Damn, I really cleaned out my case, didn't I? I should continue to do so. Okay, let's go. Okay, we got a few things here. We got a few little dells. So we got a Power of Creation, which is going to be the next tier. Oh, never mind. Alright, still got Fortune. That's season 2. Oh, dude, this character's been gone for a long time. I have not used the new mount. So I think I changed the Gary Storm Raider eventually, because the Gary Storm Raider is so much easier to use. No, I got that. You got Horrific Visions as a weekly. That is very interesting. I never thought I would get a Horrific Vision weekly. Okay, you got the Devil's Race. I don't know what that is. Okay, the good old reminder. And that's right, you got this as well for disc. Hi Zapdos. Trying to check a lot of things out. Okay, you can get the 150k Devil Starter Kit. you buy run right off? Yeah, you can. Awesome. Cosmetic bag. What do you get for the cosmetics? So you get the nautical helm. Okay, cool. You get the giant Zandavari. I've also got to talk to her, so I'll have to read the book. Yeah. The Delver Within. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. He lost his clothes this time. Repossessed. We don't know damn what he lost his clothes. My clothes, my tools, my curios, everything but my boots and my hat, which I'm not giving up again. Okay. Good old Tazavesh void storage. That's fairly interesting on that. Okay, so he's lost everything, okay? So, how do we finish this quest repossessed? Okay, search your clues in Tazavesh. And F fake name confronted. Do we have a vault here? I hope not. No, we don't. Okay, cool. Okay, now we got a shadowy introduction with him. What's researcher? What this guy does? Seeking knowledge from the past. Okay, that's for visions. Wait, hang on. Review what happened before we got to Tazavesh. Okay, there's no cinematic, but there's something that's happened. Yeah. Return to the Vale Market. Okay, cool. I think this is all my... okay, cool. So we're gonna go to here. Okay, retired void storage agent. Okay, cool. Hi, Filena. Ask about fake name. Okay, I didn't follow Locust Walker, by the way, so I probably failed that objective and probably might start the quest again. Okay, I have a feeling we're gonna have to abandon this quest. That's a bit of a bug. The Karash crust is asked me for stopping Dementius and defending Tazavesh, so Tazavesh is gonna get eaten by the homies, I assume. There you go. So there's Tazavesh. Okay, work in progress, I can understand.
Time grows short. Mencius, the all-devouring, stirred.
Jeez, they made a TBC group quest.
Mencius was slain in the Netherstorm, along with Nexus King Salhadar.
Yeah, he killed both.
Like the Koreshi people,
Well, damn, actually bumped into Haladris.
was merely shattered and dispersed. On every world the Shadow Guard assaulted, they searched for fragments of their master. I have a new ally who reveals
I'm not sure. Okay.
methods and treacheries to me. Come, we are on the hunt.
I'm not sure why there's a giant X. Okay. So we're gonna try and find out who fake name is, okay? I guess not yet. Let's see what we got here. So you gotta assist these people. Can we fly here? Yes, we can. Awesome. Alright, this is streets. I've been here. Okay, cool. There we go. I think I pressed it in too hard actually. Fucking hell. Trying to massage my neck because of getting sinus headaches. And it's not from the game either. Okay, so we're gonna kill these guys. You're very, very easy to kill. Now you're gonna steal this artifact because that's very, very important. There we go. I wonder who F Aikman is, okay? He's totally legit and not a fake name. There you go. I remember doing this in Shadowlands, by the way. I remember not doing this in Shadowlands. Like, when it came out, I'm just like, nah, fuck this. God damn it, man. I hate it when, like, you know, you got US ping and, like, you can't double jump and do certain things because it's US ping. So is Tazavesh going to be the instance? I guess so. Tazavesh is going to be the area where we chill. Taza Rest. That's a pretty good instance. Taza Rest and Tazavesh. There we go. F Ake name, Void Storage. Oh yeah, that's Nexus Princess Kevesta, by the way. You faced obviously in tier 1. Fran's repossessed gear. Okay, cool. I'm surprised I can fly here. Like, really, really surprised. I think that's obviously a bug that I shouldn't be able to fly here. Okay, that's probably a bit later, the areas that we go to. God damn it, my camera angle keeps dropping back down when it really shouldn't. I gotta say, my camera bob keeps going back to the same thing over and over again. I don't remember turning it on. If you haven't noticed my camera bob, like anytime I set it up here, it will bob back down to like this level when it shouldn't be on. There we go. Can investigate the void presence in Tazavesh. Or Tazavesh. Probably find out some of these guys in particular. The void among us. Shadow Guard infiltrators. God, these phase images, man. Reminds me of TBC. Just checking if we have to you know, hand anything else to him as well, like a item that he only drops. There you go.
Nemesis, the all-devouring. His return grows ever closer.
Invaders!
Okay, so Tazavesh gets attacked by meteorites.
They raid our energy to feed their master. Champion, Windrunner, we have a city to save.
Okay, so Tazavesh gets attacked. Yeah. There you go, one projection here. I don't think they would have any cause. Yeah, there we go, there's some citizens. There you go. A good story at the start. Like, story was alright at the start with the ethereals. Oh, sorry guys. That was a weird yawn. There you go. So I guess Tazavesh is going to be their new hub, I suppose? I'm not sure. How did they get into the Shadowlands out of all things? Like, Shadowlands should be pretty hard to get into for Tazavesh. I don't know if Tazavesh would avoid guys. Trying to look for these guys is like fucking difficult, man. what? Which, oh, I completed Break the Assault, okay. I'm not sure what Break the Assault was, but okay. Whimsical. I don't know why I've yawned twice already, man. This jump is very, very cozy, okay? Too cozy, maybe. Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Sweet, that's good. I was actually gonna ask, you know, is this guy gonna be, thingoed? Earlier it was fine, she's just floating up on air. There you go. Of course, like, you have to get another quest to get these Market Guardians up and running. I did see a whole bunch of it, I'm just like, oh no, you know, we should be fine. We were not fine, basically. Ah shit, I figured out I'm in war mode as well. Oh man. There you go. Maybe Locust Walker is a bad person now. Yeah, there's a lot of them dead in here. Oh, because they're in the new room. There you go. There's Zelatath, of course. I'll never ally with that monster. We all try to kill each other. So now we have to ally with fucking Xalatath. Great. Okay, we're good here. Xalatath's best friend. Okay, there you go. Show me your wares. So what do you get in here? Okay. Puts in a fiber socket, versatility. Oh, I assume this is tailoring. Yeah, I was gonna say. The fiber socket. Okay, gotta get the trust as well. The contract. Okay, cool. So this one's gonna be actually quite huge in the first week because like you want to get a contract like really early on, so you could do all the world quests to get the dailies done, and to get more thingo. Okay, so what's the renown? Renown is 7 for 668, which I guess say overall is pretty decent, given it goes up to 8. What's the armlets? Armlets are 16. Yeah, probably not going to get that. It's another $15, so if you haven't got it by now, you know, you obviously should. And also at the end of expansion, you get a 1-minute cooldown, so that's 18. And Terror of the Waste, which is the mount. I think you got 2 mounts, right? Yeah, you got 2 mounts, 15 and 8 and 20. It's surprised there's only 2 things this time around. Also, there's the better healing potion. And what's this? Oh, that's Shadow Meld, I think, isn't that right? Yeah, Shadow Meld. Down Brewer's Sense here. Okay. So, nothing really too much for anyone. Like, really nothing too much. Okay, what do we got here? Vault Keeper, is this the new vault, or? Alright, so there's teleporters here as well. Okay, cool. Oh. I have no idea what caused that, but okay. That was a random crash. We got the good old do not have authority to do things. Okay. So killed Underpin, by the way. Okay, so obviously there's your Tazavesh. Okay, so Tazavesh and you got Crush as well. And I assume this is all like things you can get. So what else left at home? What else do I have to do? God damn it, I still got that quest from a long, long time ago. The Survivor's Guilt. Oh my god, man. Trying to get rid of all this shit. Well, I just realized these weekly quests give Withered Ethereal quests now, so it's probably something to take a look at. Okay, so Archival Assaults, Waterworks, oh, these are all Delver stuff as well. Okay, so you can basically teleport right to the Delves instead. Okay, that's pretty cool. Oh, for fuck's sake, it reset all my UI, so now like all my UI shit, I have to move over. Actually legitimately annoying. Because there's something that's meant to be handed in here. Okay, it's upstairs, that's why. Also, there's a few quests here. Hey, come back. Hey, come on, dude. Of a chords. Okay, note this down. Notepad. That is not what I want to do. That is my notes for last weekend. This one's a 50-39. How have you been going anyways, K-Man, dude? So overwhelm them. It's going alright today, it's going alright. Just doing some PTR testing to, not test, let's just look at a few things. Okay, what we got here? Just head down grinding. Okay, so that guy is at... Yeah, like, I'm not sure what happened in Valo, just an FYI. But, like, I saw that sort of thing, so I thought I would, make a comment. To be fair, though, I'm gonna say overall, like, I think that video was, alright of, like, what happens in esports in particular. Okay, cool. Okay, what do you got here? So you gotta break these crates and put illusions. I wasn't going for over the top. No, I didn't say I was going over the top. I was more like, you know, I feel like there could be a bit more to that in particular. To be fair, I've quit CS2 casting because I was getting nowhere in it, so I just like CVA. So yeah, like, overall, like, there's a lot of stuff like that. You found it recently that people thought we were on a payroll? Oh god, Jesus Christ. Mate. I remember when people thought when I was casting ESEA games that I was in a match-fixing cartel. That was very, very funny, okay? Like, they thought I was in a match-fixing cartel. Because he's like, he only casts ESEA games. That means he's match fixing with ESEA. And I'm sitting there going like, bro, it's because ESA are the only ones that the games I can get access to. So yeah, it was very interesting times. But no, I've made it clearly that I don't get paid for casting any games. Like, I think a lot of people are very aware that I don't get paid for casting any games. But the match fixing one was very, very humorous because like someone was like to the dude, like, bro, he doesn't get paid. Like, fucking hell, man. I usually tell people because there's always certain casters that will not do anything unless they're getting paid, and I'll be like, you can tell when someone's being paid is when this person's casting, okay? So all that has to happen, okay? So I know people who will not cast unless they're being paid. There we go. But yeah, like pretty much overall, I don't think anyone in LPL gets paid. I don't think LPL have the official broadcast anymore. Like a big pants I see it. People do the right thing by price, but it's getting to a point where I want to create an esports and trying to do the thing the right way. It's not working. Oh, it's definitely not working. It doesn't work. I guess say right now, esports has no money in it because like this is not even your fault. This is a lot of other people's faults that are long gone by now. But yeah. You have no idea the drama behind it. Oh, I do. I'm well aware of the drama behind LPL. There's a lot of lawsuits, and yeah. There's a lot of shit going down because LPL has done this to the CS scene as well. Should be a trinket as well. Where's the trinket, bro? Oh. But yeah, like I do remember those days in particular where people were, oh shit. I didn't realize what this guy was. Okay, this guy gives, what's this quest name? Goalkeeper. I didn't pay attention while we started this quest, but I can probably check it out. How much, you know, 250 right? Plan a challenge for Monopoly? Yeah, you should. Like I say right now. LPL, in particular, from what I've heard, have underpaid people. Not underpaid, but like, you know, paid below. To be fair, they don't do any CS tournaments anymore because the players and the players are just sick of it. Okay, let's just put it that way. Okay, like there's a reason like FlyQuest and Renegades, like the top AU teams. And that's pretty much it. There's no money in it because nobody has put any effort to make it the scene have value currently. Yeah, it's also OCE sports. Like there's no reason to put money in the scene. Problem is like the chicken's gonna come before the egg or whatever it is. And I have no love for Valor because I don't like Riot. I don't trust Riot at all. Not even underpaid, straight up not paid. Oh, I'm talking about CS. You're talking about CS. It was underpaid initially. And also I think a lot of them have not been paid as well, so yeah. And yeah, so I've talked to a lot of people behind the scene, and just there's some people who are just enabling them, and it's just like, well, fuck, if you want to keep complaining about how LPL's fucking people, and then, you know, still go to their gigs, it's just like, the fuck you doing? Like, of course they're gonna keep doing it. It's not the first time they've done this. Oh yeah, like, you know, there's stuff like that, and I just don't cast LPL. Like, they've, like, for Wanda, for example, he's one of the best admins, and I think Rozo, mostly Wanda. Wanda was severely underpaid for what he did for that scene as an admin. Like, completely underpaid. That's the issue, man. I'm new to the scene, so I didn't do anything for LPL. Did some volunteer off-season stuff in previous years. Like I say, that's pretty much esports in a nutshell. And like I say, for Valorant in particular, it's going to be really, really... I'm not sure how people meant to get in the door to do, like, you know, casting in VCT Pacific. I'm going to be brutally honest. But yeah, I was pretty disappointed to see, like, even in the CS scene, that there's people still enabling fucking LPL, and thankfully LPL's not in the CS scene anymore. But back in the day, it was like, it's the same people, okay? They've been like, you know, LPL don't do a bad, like, I'm not LPL don't do a bad job and whatnot. And, like, they could have done something, but they don't. So yeah, Kimono's giving me a lot of advice on learning the ropes. Damn, I'm gonna be very nice when I say this, okay? I wish I had someone did that for me back in the CS days. No one gave me shit back in the day, man. But anyway, enough about that. But like overall. Like, that's incredibly helpful that someone can help out as well. And does that sort of stuff. Other Mondays next day, I don't want to do anything else. Let's see what we got. Because in CS in particular, I had to, like, find out a lot of stuff by myself. It wasn't particularly fun. And it got to a point when ESO ANZ was running, like, a lot of the scene. Well, not a lot of the scene, but they were running, like, Premier, and I just had no idea about anything or anyone. And no one really introduced me to anyone whatsoever. So, yeah. But the thing is, as long as you don't enable LPL or enable TOs, then it's going to be really, 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 really good. But the downside is when someone bats for the TOs and it's just like, fucking hell, man. I've had that. I can say it's happened a lot of times. I'm not sure with esports and universities. I don't really go there in particular, but you know, if it works, it works. I'm not trying to recommend people who want sports for the situation we're in. Yeah, no shit. I can tell you right now. What's this one? 5019 off this one. This one is Sinel 500 rep. lost and found storage. I'm working with them now because I'm still building myself up. Maybe that's why maybe that's why I didn't get too much, because I just basically told it as soon as I heard like 2 the casters in CS2. Like, have told me, it was like, how broken is shit? Oh, dude, it's fucked. Like, seriously, like, you just talk about, like, basically CS particularly, they don't do CS anymore, but, like, you are, like, if you go through, like, the CS stuff, in particularly, and you see some of the people batting for them, you'll just be like, holy shit, like, you'd be, like, scared and surprised. Not scared and surprised, you'd be just surprised. So I know what happened was that I think there was no casters for the official stream because they didn't get paid. I don't know. I've had so many DMs from so many different people. So yeah. Sick. Galaxy. Okay, cool. Alright, did they schedule shit on the same day? I assume. Ah, boy. Valorant and CS2. What do you know? But yeah, like overall, like you'll not be surprised in the slightest with like shit that goes on in esports. Oh shit, what is it? Yeah, on the technicality, cool. Okay. We spent months planning an event. Okay, cool. We go find this. Oh, he's up here. Okay, cool. Oh no, we spent planning an event. I gotta find the passport. Did you tell Riot? Okay, cool. Dude, I gotta say, this could be a Riot issue. Yeah. Yeah, continue. So announce the event, collect entry fees, start prepping. So you guys get time to reschedule, or you couldn't reschedule because you had the events planned? Cool. Oh shit, it's double rep. Okay, I gotta be careful here because this is double rep. Okay. I can't tell me they didn't know 3 days before. Yeah, they would have known 3 days before. 100%. Like, I'd be surprised if they didn't know. We got a lot of heat and blame for that, mainly myself because I put myself out there trying to put it on. Jeez, that is utter trash. Holy shit. Like what they did. But yeah, it's just like stuff like that. Like I remember they ran their Pathfinder League and basically said to the teams, we won't put servers up unless you pay. And it's just like, this is like to the two of the teams that did pay, and it's just like, huh? I guess a treasure. Pathfinder was nowhere in Road to Nowhere in Val 2, yeah, like, yeah. They cancelled it and changed it to a cup, which like a few teams participated in, which was pretty decent. But like they didn't run anything after that. Which is kind of understandable. Because like a lot of them were, like a lot of the people in the scene weren't too happy. Okay. Yeah. To be fair, Valorant do need a second company because, like, ESL's never going to help out Valorant, okay? ESL's never going to help out Riot, given, like, all this shit that's happened. Okay, 15, right. Oh, skinnable. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. I also think I can fix culture to myself. I can. I will take care of the players, viewers alike, produce quality content. That's pretty much it. And that's what's been getting, like, in particular, the Australian scene in particular, like, has been a bit of a fucking issue in, not in CS2, in about, like, Valorant and whatnot as well. Because, like, no one gives a shit. Like, even in the grassroots in CS2, no one, like I say, other than the few people that have come over here, like, previously no one really gave a shit. And it was just, like, me casting a lot of games and, like, people would help out here and there. And now it's a lot better, which is good. Because I was kind of sick and tired of just me doing all the fucking shit. And then when a paid gig comes around, me snubbed, everyone else comes in to help. Like I say, casting gives me a lot of joy. Like, I still enjoy casting and doing it and whatnot. But you gotta put it to a point. If you are getting nothing for your time, just get the fuck out of the scene. It's not going to help you. Fuck, I'm an idiot. Okay. Anyway, good thing the Rift is right here. But yeah, like overall, like, you know, I felt really good. I could contribute a lot to the Australian scene. So I did interviews and whatnot as well. But I didn't stop doing it because, like, every single time a gig happened, It'd just be the same 6 people getting it over and over again. And I'm just like, yep, CBA. And like a lot of people did bring up this up as well. It's like, yeah. I brought this, like, this was brought up basically, I think it was like 3 years in my career, because basically one of the casters let loose. And I think if you don't know, like, dropping a nuke, like dropping a Josh A, whatever it is, but he went nuclear at a few of the established casters who, you know, were getting stuff. Some of the shit was, he said, was completely wrong and completely dumb, but some of the shit was like, yeah, like, was pretty there, in particular for like feedback purposes. Like, for example, like, there's one example where like casters not knowing previous results of the games they are casting, or like the storylines not being built or stuff like that. Like, it was really things like that, and you're just sitting there being like, you need to know that if you're prepping for a paid gig. Or not knowing the players and whatnot in particular. And like, you can tell a caster who's done a lot of prep into a game and a caster who's done no prep into a game, because you can tell the ones who just read whatever your equivalent of HLTV is and a person who's actually watched the said game. And that's what one of them said, like, you know, that it feels like that the community casters know a lot more about the players, and then when they go and watch a paid caster do it, they say the wrong information, which is not good. And it just feels like that all the effort they're doing is for nothing. And it's just like, yeah. And that's what's happening. That's what's happened in the industry overall. And I got a few paid gigs, obviously. I did get a few paid gigs. If people read my recaps, I could cast the storylines anyway. Oh, no shit. No shit. Okay, and that got me quite... I think everyone knows, like, in particular, like... When I was... One time I was watching a co-stream. I think it was of one of the Melbourne events, Sydney events. I'm just sitting here going, like... What? Like they're reading. Anyway. But yeah, so pretty much there was a lot of other stuff. Oh wait, gotta talk to the flight master. And yeah, like overall, I've obviously had run-ins with a few of them in particular, because like if it's, I would mention this in particular, like. Basically, before Komodo became any sort of caster, he was doing with Conky, doing CS2 and whatnot. And we would occasionally obviously cast, you know, different games and whatnot. But there's been a few times that Conky's gone on my games, like within like 24 hours to go to cast. And I think one time in particular was very egregious, because this is when the delay came in. He apologized for it, but I'm not too happy about that, okay? Still not too happy about that. I thought it was pretty ick, to be honest. Like, shouldn't be doing that to people. But yeah, so, I'll turn this down. Oh, never mind. Well, yeah, so what happened initially was that there was a delay back on the games back in the day for CS2, because people were cheating via the economy, so you could tell the economy around in advance. So you know if someone was going on eco if you're watching the broadcast. So basically you had to put a 4-minute delay on. Although I think it was a 2.5-minute delay, but anyway. So this one is just really shitty. Is that I was casting one game, had my, you know, stream on it. I think Conky's game finished, and he put his stream on my game, and then came to my game without delay. And I made a tweet stating, I wish people would follow the rules. That says a delay must be there. Otherwise, like, you know, it's annoying me, okay? And I got a very aggressive lack of respect tweet, because I was a sub tweet, it wasn't at Conky. and he apologized to me about it. Okay, and there's also other stuff as well, which is like early on in my career as well, because I was casting with a guy called Wix. That there was a game between Renegade and Dire Wolves, and me and Wix put our names on like 2 days in advance. And it was a playoff game. And literally 6 hours before the game, and just as I wrote my socials, Konki and Komodo wanted to cast a game. And I'm just like... I actually said, oh, can you guys cast another game? And then I'm like... They said that we can both cast a game, and I'm like, no, because what's the point? Because you're not spreading coverage. And we went and cast like Order v Rooster instead. And like, basically, I asked Konki Komodo cast another game, and they basically said if we they basically hinted at if not casting this game, then why bother casting? I'm not getting paid for this. And I'm just like, okay, cool, I'll just cast another game. So yeah. That wasn't Komodo saying it, by the way. Komodo didn't say any of that in particular. But I just basically said, guys, if you want a game, just be punctual about it. And I had like posted that I was casting a game at midnight my time. And this was after I finished casting some EU games in Advanced League and ESEA. And someone may be going, oh, Josh, why are you talking about that, which was back in 2018? It's just like... It hurt. It's frustrating. And like, yeah, I've had to deal with things and set aside my ambitions and stuff like that to go do something else and cast another game because of that sort of stuff as well. And it's, you know, it's not a nice thing in particular. Okay, so we got another guy here. So will he give 15 rep? Is there any way to get him out? Well, he's here. Yeah, it's just... I don't know. Where is this homie? Is he above me or below me? Do I have to, like, suss out things to get him to spawn? Yeah, okay, cool. What's his name? Okay. But yeah, it's just shit like that, and, you know. It's kind of rough. Like, I do have, like I said, I do have Discord logs of it. And it's just nothing really I could do, because, like, you don't know, like... 15, okay, cool. And it's also skiddable. I think it's gonna be male. Get male. But like overall, like I can't really do anything in particular. It's just, I don't know. I just felt really like, just an FYI, like I think a lot of people saw it and it just saw me like accommodating for them, knowing that if I had tried to bite back or anything like that, it's just gonna come back in my face. And it's like it's like a thing that you just can't win at all. And it's just like, yeah. So yeah, so overall I gave them what they want. Like that's pretty much it. It's just stuff like that that just, as I said, I think you said it quite clearly. It just doesn't rub you the right way, man. And like overall, like I was pissed off about it. And I'm just like, at the end of the day, I'm like, at the end of the scene, I'm just like, no, if they're good, like what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna not be like that to like any newcomer in particular that comes to the CS scene. We're gonna be a lot different and really try to include this person in and try to really get them in particular, and never go through a scenario that I've been through where no one helps me. I have to find a lot of this stuff myself. I'm googling Reddit to get like call outs for certain maps, and you know, this sort of stuff ain't going to happen again. So there's only opponents, okay? So I do it with him. I also do it with various other people as well to really get them in the scene. I gave like, there's a guy called Backpack Brain as well. I made sure he got into ESL casting and ECA casting. Anyone that wanted to DM me to get into ESA casting does. I've doing it with Dharma and a few others as well. So like, I've been trying to get done. I think Dharma's been very hesitant and really giving me a lot in particular. Even though I keep telling him, you don't have to do that. Like, just like, you know, you're just as much as a caster I am, kind of thing. And yeah, you know, that's the sort of stuff I've done. Now, overall, Omnipotence has done quite a lot now, which is great. Oh yeah, shit, what's that chords? Chord is 54.63. That has been super friendly with me every time I chat him. He's really, really, really good. What I'm saying, he's given me. What I'm saying is, he lets me off with a lot of things, and lets me dominate a lot of things where he shouldn't let me dominate. So I know I can talk a lot in particular. So I'm trying to tell him that no, you're just as much as the team as everyone else, okay? Like what I'm trying to say to him, like, you know, you're much of the team as I am. So like, you know, people are surprised that, like, you know, no, I'm like this because Stone Toy. Because I know how shit it is to have no one help you and you have fucking no idea what's going on and have all your casting that you thought you had be taken up from under you. Like, so basically what happened, so... Oh shit, what the fuck's... Oh, this is like all the jungle land. So, during, so what happened was ESL gave the Prem right. So basically, instead of ESL Prem in Australia, it became ANZ Champs and ANZ Main. And the downside is that I never got to cast any AU top tier scene ever again, because that went to the studio. And they had paid casters casting, which is great for the scene, but not great for me. And I would have to cast ANZ Main, which is like basically ESA Open, which I'm a bit, you know, I thought it was a lot better to, well, I didn't want to, I guess with ESA Open, like, you know, I didn't really cast it that much. But either way, like, you know, I didn't cast ESA Main that much because it was, at a bad time. It was at 3 PM my time, and it finished at 6:30 PM my time. So it was very, very difficult. Yeah, you can give me a Discord invite. I think I'm... God, this guy's so... Okay, so what am I trying to find here? Do you have me on Discord? My Discord's only Joshin, I believe. Wait, my Discord's here. Yeah, it's only Joshin, not TV, just only Joshin. You can send a friend request. I'm not sure if I'm in, like, all the Discords by default, but I don't think I'm any in Valorant ones in particular. But yeah, like, invite me to your Discord, it's fine. You can just request a friend request or whatever. I think it's just only Joshin, and you can, yeah, go for it from there. But yeah, like, with ESL and Z in particular, so they took over, and I had nothing to cast. And the application process was a bit, like, you know, not super organized. They had an initial application, which I thought was for both. And they put the ones that they want in Champion, and the ones they want in Main. Well, it turns out that wasn't the case. Champion was Champion, and Main was Main. So, So, I did not know that. I was not told that until, like, 2 days before the finger. And so I put in, like, an audition for Champion, and I just knew I was never going to be accepted. Okay, like, I just knew, I just felt that, you know, those job interviews where it's like, they're going to pick a person regardless, like, they're going to pick that person. Doesn't matter about your application or how good it is, they are going to pick that person and no one else. And that's what I felt like it was. Like, that's what I felt like it was. And then I get told a bit later that, oh yeah, by the way, we're doing Main. You need to send in a separate application. This was like, I think a week or two before Thingo. And I ignored the application thinking that they would just get my Champs application and put it to my Main. But no, they wanted me to fill in an application again. And I was like this is before I realized, like, basically what happened is that, yeah, pretty much it. That's what I felt it was. So what happened after that was that I didn't get accepted, and I saw other people get accepted for Main, and I'm just like, oh, they didn't accept me. So basically I put in the application for Main, and I saw people get, you know, the Main status, and I'm just like sitting there going, oh, okay, so they must have picked their casters for Main already. And I'm like halfway writing a tweet about quitting casting because I have no games to cast. Europe got picked up by CCT, so all the early Europe games were now taken by CCT. So all the EU advanced games were now like 1 AM, 2 AM my time. Usually they're like 10 PM, 11 PM, which I can cast it. And now I have no Australian teams to cast. Because now I'll be only casting ESA Open, which nobody took seriously. Because they knew Main was open kind of thing, and ESA Open was just there for, like, as a third division if Australia needed it. And then, like, I look back at Discord. Very fortunately, look back at Discord. And I got picked up for Main. And, yeah. And I tweeted about it. I basically said, like, you know, no fucking caster should ever go through this, to where no talent reached out to me saying, oh yeah, Josh, don't worry about it. Like, you know, this is how you go and whatnot. The process, you know, like, no one did it. Like, I was never advised at all, despite following up multiple times about it. And I talked to Quick Draw, because obviously Quick Draw was part of the scene back then. And, he's like, how the fuck aren't you approved? Like, that's what Quick Draw straight up said. Because I'd been covering the scene, like, basically the last season before it moved to ANZ, I couldn't cover it because it was daylight savings, and it started at 4:30, so I'd come back and I'd be casting like a map and a half. Because it starts at 4:30 PM my time, I end work at 5:30, that's pretty much it. And, so I was like casting like, you know, 1 or 2 maps for a lot of Prem. And I've been casting Prem for a while. In fact, I still have my hours. I casted for like 6,000 minutes, okay, which is about fuck tons of hours, okay, of ESEA, AU, NA, and EU. And I had casted that for, like, you know, constant seasons. I've casted every game day in Australia and ANZ and whatnot as well with ESEA. And this is why Quick Draw was surprised that I was not approved. He's like, what the fuck? Like, you've done so much. What happened? I'm like, I don't know. Like, I just basically said, I don't know. So I got approved for main, and I got paid gigs from ESO ANZ, and got shit like that. And that's why I just can't have that happen to anyone. Like, I don't want that to happen for anyone. We're gonna have to deal with that. We're gonna have to deal with, like, you know, that sort of crap. Here we go. Anyway, so yeah, so I got over that eventually. I just didn't want people to having to deal with that sort of stuff. Do I pick those up or no? No, okay. And like I said, not to mention as well, so basically I felt like this would impact me with a lot of chances. So with me getting into ANZ's scene overall, I talked to the... So for me to get any of my games for the ANZ scene, I had to reach out to Europe. And I also basically really lamented this fact and hinted at multiple times that I did not enjoy the fact that I have a better relationship with ESO in Europe and people in Europe than I do in ANZ. I talked about it multiple times that, like, you know, I really was not happy with that. That's obviously changed since then, but I was really unhappy with that. Now, is some of it my own fault? Yeah, probably. But yeah, it's just like, ugh. I guess I've been toxic in my own sort of way. Like I say, I've probably done some really fucked up things, and I've done some really annoying shit. But shit, man, like it was insanely unbelievable at times. And I'm not sure if it's due to them not realizing it, which can be done, because if I don't reach out, then they don't know, kind of thing. But it's just like shit like that can get me so annoyed and whatnot. And yeah, I'm just happy it's not like that anymore. Because, like, for me in particular, to get my first LAN gig, it took me 6 years to get my first LAN gig at the ANZC locals in, actually, I didn't even get that LAN gig in particular, because I only casted that because other people weren't casting it. My first LAN gig was, fucking, PAX last year. Like, my one where I was actually picked up for it. And then my next one was defrag. And that's like 6 or 7 years in the working, basically. And not casted at a LAN at all. With ANZC locals in particular, like, I casted most of that. I casted a lot of stuff like that. Most LAN has been volunteering. Yeah, same. I've never been paid for any of my LANs. Like I say right now, anyone who's saying like you should be paid for this, I guess overall, like, I haven't been paid for any of my lands, so yeah. They've been all volunteering. Now, for the ANZC locals, which I believe is ran by ANZC Circuit, or is ran by ANZC Circuit, I've been to all of their events. I've casted a lot of the online qualifiers and also online events as well. So, yeah. What the fuck? So, yeah. Yeah, so overall, like, I feel overall, I feel like in particular, if you're not well known in the scene, you're going to have to volunteer for those lands to do it. And I guess I don't think that's an issue whatsoever. Oh, did I miss that? Because, oh, jeez. That was a choke. I can't believe they fucking crashed a ship into it. Okay, 500. But yeah, I just don't know anymore. That's why I just kind of quit. Because, like I said, I gave it 2 more years. So let's just go back to it. Like, after all that stuff, and obviously what happened was that ESL ANZ is now shut up shop, basically. And essentially Australia gets, like, a CS2 event once every 2 years, most likely now. Like, I don't think they'll get an event every year. Because DreamHack doesn't exist anymore. And a lot of other stuff doesn't exist anymore. But, yeah. My god. I'd succeed. It'll say if my plan succeed, get more esports sets. Yeah, definitely. It'd be great. We do also have like a lot of we have defrag as well, because defrag is pretty decent for it. You can get him if you can get him to cast Valorant, it'd be great. I'm not sure what happened with Fortress and CS, because I've been bugging Fortress to have a CS event for a very long time, and I'm not sure what happened at all. I have no idea what happened. So yeah. I think I've run on. I think I've robbed on right standing for least. Oh, dude, I gotta say right now, you're gonna rub people the wrong way for standing up on shit and not standing up on shit. Like it's just gonna be what it is. It just depends how you react to it, basically. I react very poorly, okay, to things in particular. I don't think I've been a really good person in particular in some instances. This is Ixar's favorite crystal. I assume that's really fucking hard to get. I'm not sure what that is, but no point. I was making a monitor a lot about Val, so we're defrag not keen on Val? Okay. Yeah, if you took a talk on the monitor and he said that, yeah, okay, never mind. Ignore what I said. Monitors talk to me about LPL as well, about people enabling it, and I'm like, yeah, I know. Like, you know, I don't work with LPL because I know they're fucked over CS a lot of times, so I don't take it, I don't work with them. A bit sad though, but like I know like it's because Mav has Wanda that he can use, and Wanda's a very good admin. And Wanda's a really notable admin in CS2. So yeah. And also I gotta say as well, like being dictated to by Riot is probably not everyone's cup of tea. Oh god, this is gonna be fun. God. $46.24. Pratt's North. Pratt's. I assume this could be 15 rep. We'll kill it later. I got caught out by. It must have been by a rogue bolt. Am I meant to get ported here? Yeah, I was gonna say, I was wondering what the fuck was going on there. Okay, so there's more of the sands. $54.54. So I was running a lot of this down because, yeah, later on, not later on, but like, I'll have to put this into a guide, let's just put it that way. Oh shit, I was meant to go up. Pretty much these guys, like, they just raise tropical life. As you can see here. Just want to see if there's any, oh, I didn't see any, rare here. Must be in the phase. Do you see the rare? Okay. Oh, there's a quest here. What's his name? Ombeck. So it'd be great if they tell me what the pollen looks like. I think the pollen's red. But the thing is, it blends. Oh, never mind. There it is. It would blend in so well. But yeah, with esport overall, I would probably say want to do a lot of different esports, or like find out what you want to do very quickly, or do like multiple esports. But be well aware as well is that like with some of the esports you go into, that you're going to be competing with a lot of more established casters who want to add like an extra esport to their arsenal. A lot of casters do that basically. Is that, you know, like if they're in an esport and they want to go to another one to like try to get more gigs, they'll go to that esport and like cast it. And they'll have like 2 to 3 different esports that they cast, and that they get paid for. I guess overall, if you get generally known for one esport, you get generally known for like all of them very, very quickly. Oh shit, didn't realize it was right here. main reason I'm taking a lot of notes down for these quests is these quests give reputation. But the thing is, they give reputation, but when you do it on a second character, they don't give any reputation, so you're not sure how much reputation they would have given. Okay. Okay, there you go. What's this guy doing? I'm trying to volunteer for ASM, like we're doing any fucking languages. Oh. You can say you can speak English. I'm not sure what like, I guess I overall with ESN. I think ESN are doing qualifiers this weekend, and I was gonna say the entire, like I said, the last 3 weeks of like Australian CS casting, like in particular all the TOs and whatnot, has made me kind of depressed. Okay, about the things that have gone on. With like three TOs managing to clash every single event together. Like, at least they reset the quality, 100%. Holy moly. Like, there was just no talk, like, there was no talking amongst TOs, and I'm just sitting there being like, fuck me, like, these are the only tournaments that AUNZ is ever gonna get. Like, only tournaments we're ever gonna fucking get. And they decided to hold it all at the same time, like ESL Pro League with CCT. I said that those two were going to clash. Like, those two were going to clash, and no one, like, you know, put up the alarm bells about it. To a day before, and I'm like, no, this is what Blast has done. But the problem is, like, the reason why Semper Fi put up alarm bells about it is because they weren't being invited to the closed qualifier. Like, with Blast initially, all those teams that were in CCT were going to get invited to the closed qualifier regardless. So it didn't matter so much. But when they got rid of the closed qualifier, it then mattered because they all had to take the open qualifier. That's why this issue's come alive. But at the start, I wasn't too serious about it because it looked like that all the teams that are in CCT were fine. So yeah, but I'm happy they did reset it and they did reschedule it to be Saturday, which is after the entire event, which is great. I think generally want expanding sports and run events because I've heard, I think there needs to be an burst third party to influence sort things out. Esports has always lacked a third party, but yes, that is true. Like, in particular, the biggest thing Australia needed at the moment is people doing VRS events. In for CS. This is for CSGO, by the way, not for Valorant. So yeah. the end of the day, the chance of making it, it's just the cards aren't high enough to put every one basket. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I say overall, like trying to make it as a caster is very difficult. And you just don't, like I say overall, you just don't, like sometimes you just don't bother. But I know defrag does CS in particular. But it, as I said overall, it needs to be a VRS rated. We had 2 lands. That's for, I believe, for the defrag amateur league. I did see that. I think that's a trial event. I think that will be put into a full event as an unrated event, which is, like I say, I don't want that. The reason why I don't want non-VRS rated events is because we get so little events in general that having a non-VRS rated event when we have so little resources, I feel, is like, I just feel it's a waste of time. But that's up to me. Only called an open operator twice. Oof. I remember, is Art of War back? No, Art of War's not back. Terry's playing for Rooster, mate. They signed up for the quality? It must be like Sunshine's Banana, I guess, and I'm not sure. But I don't think, I'm not sure. I haven't asked Eddie about it. But yeah, I have no idea if Art of War is back. No idea. And as I said, I'm not casting the event. Like I guess I've had 2 people ask me already. I'm like, I'm not casting the event. Okay, like when I say I'm done, I am done. Using force. You probably should say decent, yeah. Like definitely put decent. I guess the hard part is like, you know, you don't have a certificate for it, but you can decently, like, I guess you have to show that you can speak English. Probably one of the harder bits is like, you know, trying to prove that you can speak it. Ah, Zalatoff. I gotta keep looking at what time it is to make sure I don't stay up, because obviously 5 o'clock is not the right time. The worst part is like having to prove that you can speak English. Oh man. Yeah, I'm not too sure how you would go about that in particular. Like that would be a hard one. Just lie? Well, I guess that you can probably prove, like, you know, by saying, like, sentences and whatnot. I guess I'm not too sure. But, like, you know, doing an interview or whatever it is, or, like, conversation. I'm not too sure, like, how you really go on that front. Fucking Illyria and Xalatath are gonna go at it, aren't they? Also, it also says, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? That's actually a good question. I haven't actually asked you that. What do you want to do? Just say, okay, what do you want to do? Cast? Do you want to, like, admin or whatever? Just do, I guess say right, whatever, just do, like, I guess say right now, okay? Given observers have been pretty bad for the produced product, obs, okay? Fucking obs, okay? If you're good at obs, okay? Nah, I would say, like, you know, talk about, like, you know, admitting. What else? Not casting, like, you know, setting up, observing and whatnot as well. Like, you know, stuff like that. Stuff that you can do, okay? That's probably the main thing. There we go. I probably won't leave it blank because at least it gives them something of what you can do. Or you can even be like, you know, something simple as like setting up the stage and whatnot as well. Like, you know, just a pair of hands basically. Like, just pretty much put everything. Or like put everything that you feel like you can do or you could learn how to do basically. So like you could put like replay operator, observing and stuff like that as well. Replay operator is pretty simple. It's like being observer, but making sure you're not on the observer's thing. Like you observe other players than what the mainstream's on. And you know, you can get, you know, replays for producer. As a producer or whatnot. God, this guy has a lot of HP. Holy shit. OBS is an option, but they probably already have their own guy. Yeah, so I meant like you could probably do replay obs, which is basically just secondary observing. Like that's what I'm saying, like doing secondary observing. So you basically what you're trying to capture is you're trying to capture, like, let's just say for example, a guy like, you know, it's a 2v4 and like they're two wins basically, okay? And you've got like one of the guys goes on a free K and you're spectating that guy go on a free K so they can get a replay of it because their main observer missed it. Stuff like that. Or you can like do simple things like the other thing that's simple, of course, is setting up the stage basically as well. Like setting up the you know, computers and whatnot, or the tables and whatnot, the labor things basically. Well, that quest is bugged because Echo Day Primus is here. Maybe pair of hands or a translator? Yeah, you could do translator as well. That will be a big thing in particular if you get a translator. Like for the Mongolian interviews and whatnot. Real-time cutscene. Illyrio confronts Lucas Walker. Yeah, about wasn't Dimensions that destroyed the world. Struck a deal with Xalatath. Jeez. All these cunts struck a deal with Xalatath, don't they? Okay, Venari's my part of the deal. Okay. They did say all the things would be available, I believe. Oh, there we go. Void Alliance. Okay, cool. Trying to see what renown level you can get. I did see this person here. Immediately destroyed the dome. I could probably become the best obs in Mongolia if I practice, or definitely, like, I don't know how to really practice obs, but I guess, like, how do you practice really obs? It's actually a good question. Don't tell me she's dead. Fuck. Damn, she was backstabbed as well. They kind of like I should ask MC and Eddie, or definitely ask MC or Eddie. Eddie especially, like Eddie will help you out. Like Eddie was the A. But by the way, if you want to know, Eddie was the A stream observer. If you want to know for ESL Pro League, Eddie was the ESL stream observer. So if you, that's pretty cool. Eddie and I worked together on defrag observing for one of the BO3s. So it was quite fun. He was doing most of the work, okay? Let's just put it that way, okay? He was doing most of the work. I was just doing replay operation. That's why I suggested you to do replay operation, because I was doing that with Eddie. Like, he did the main feed, and I did the operation. So, yeah. Yeah, definitely. Like, if you're helping out, like, if you can assist in technical stuff, more the better kind of thing. To be fair, I feel like I should, like, helped carry around the studio and whatnot. I just did everything I could. Like, if they had me on obs, I did obs. If they had me on interview, I did interview. If they had me to cast, I casted. That's pretty much it. And I felt obs was probably the fun part. I think they had Monitor and Eddie on for the final. Which is understandable because Mon has done a lot of observing, and Eddie obviously is one of the good observers, a really, really good observer in obviously Australia. He's quite good. So I've worked with Zark, Chev. I've not had Eddie spectate in my casting, but yeah. Oh, she's alive? But they said she was dead. Oh, okay. Do I listen? That's her. Oh, that's Omresh. Never mind. To be fair, I gotta say, like, a lot of the really good observers came from, like, Overwatch. Like, I think MC, Chev, and a few others all came from Overwatch. Like, they are absolutely incredible observers. Like, the Overwatch observers had, like, 6 observers, and it was just absolute insanity. They talk about how that was the GOAT crew. Oh boy. Are these guys skinnable? Yes, they are. Is that a dragon? Oh shit. I just realized that was a dragon. That's a fucking dragon. Reminds me of, what is it? What's that game again? With the cuff? Unspoken, that's right, Unspoken. Like I say, that game was really, 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 really bad. Oh shit. All this shit reminds me of Burning Crusade, man. Like the Never Raise and whatnot as well. Okay. Oh. Hotu did prove that they are next level team. Yep, I said that at the start of the qualifier, like it's Hotu's spot to lose. Because like they are so much better than any other team in Asia. But some people have a right to say that they keep participating in EU events under EU VRS and then come back to Asia to get a qualifier. Okay. Cool. I don't know why we take quests from Xalatath. If he's on the EU part of Russia, they shouldn't have been allowed to play since they would be the EU part of two Kazakhstanis. Exactly, but yeah, I'm not too sure how that works. How anything works in particular. Rules of Mercury, that kind of stuff? Oh yeah, definitely 100%. There we go. There we go. What did I get? Avoidance? Yeah, I was gonna say. So there's two delves here. There's one here and one here. The archival assault, I assume, is for the new one in Dragonflight. Okay, cool. You reckon Semper Fi wins the quality? Which quality? You mean CCT or Asia? I think Semper Fi will probably win. Will definitely win the quality. Is he above or below me? He's a below. How do you get to him? Trying to figure out how to spawn this rare. Spring water. I think there was a quest as well. Oh, desolate deposit. What the fuck is that? Okay, there was a quest around here, wasn't there? Yeah, there was. Okay. God, this is drying my eyes out. This guy's called like dry eye. Chipping devoid. I hate the fact that I got this quest like after I done the stories quest here. Oh god. Okay, I've been very, I guess right now, I've been very, very stiff on my neck. Like, I turn my neck like that, and, like, I heard, like, 3 cracks. I'm like, oh, God. You just know when you've just been staring in one spot the same, like, the entire time. Where's the bud? No, not the wind catcher. Does that this guy to spawn? Hmm. Okay. Okay, record that. I think this is the quest I didn't accept earlier, right? Yeah. From Dry. I have a feeling we've got a fire one somewhere. Okay, and what we do is we go down here, and I think we go planet. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. I think we ran out of wind catcher. Yeah, we did. So there we go. We've actually done really, really good on this area. Just checking what do I get from here, by the way. This is like back in the anime days, holy shit. I wonder if we get anything, by the way. We'll probably get a boss. Well, not a boss, but it's something here. Holy shit, this guy is like fucking insane HP. Jesus Christ, man. I'm not sure if he does that every second or so, or whatever he does there. Hopefully this gives some rep, but I have a bad feeling it doesn't give rep. Like, I have a sinking feeling that this doesn't give rep. Okay, there we go. That was pretty cool. Right, this entire area reminds me of Neverstorm. Like this entire little mobs and whatnot. Okay, so that gave a 15% rep, by the way, killing that elite. I'm not sure if it's a once off or whatever, but like, you know, we can ascertain if it's a once-off. There we go. So I can check some stories of some people. I'm gonna find areas that are good with these crocodile shit, because like trying to find these crocodiles are really, really difficult. Alright, never mind, it tells you where they are. Jeez, that's lucky, mate. I don't think you could have got any lucky in war mode. Holy shit. It's like have one drop right beside you. I don't think there's any changes. Nah, it's still the same shit. Might as well get that out the way, you know, you find out which one's what. And they're all the same, so it doesn't really matter. So Semperfi won the first one. Does Semperfi win 2-0 already? Because I don't think KZG are going to beat Semperfi. Not there, yeah, of course. I've got to say, people are sleeping on DPR so much. Like, so much. Like, I can't believe none of the casters mentioned DPR. So I think this was Mac and, no, was it Mac and Elvish? I'm not sure who it was, but they didn't mention DPR, and I'm just like, what? Like, DPR's big in that team. I think Vinny and Lucid got like, ooh, I like to get cleaned up. But Vinny did. To be fair, I did not expect KZG to win that. Like, you know, it's still pretty impressive that KZG put a bit of a fight up. But I did not expect them to win. I did not expect them to get any sort of You know what I mean? Like get any sort of foothold against these teams because like these teams are really really good. Like I say, if KZG took a map off Semper Fi, that would have been like absolutely huge, but I don't think that was ever going to happen. Yeah, I think Venari should be... No, Venari is actually around here. This reminds me of the, Okay, so you get some desolate stuff, you can trade it in for any of these resources. And if you want a higher quality, you need to get a high quality of that. Okay, got it. That sounds pretty cool. So basically it just gives you everything, so I think the ore price will just die in the ass. Oh, okay, so you get the fiber slots. Okay, so... And, okay, cool. So you get the Tabia, Tabika. I think overall, I need to play, I think I need to level up a tailor and get like high skill of a tailor, the knowledge and whatnot. I can probably start leveling up a tailor now, because my mage is a tailor. I think he's max level. I'm not too sure where he's at. How do you get OCTs? You could think it's the right players, the right teams. I'll probably say 4 or 5. That's for a lot of talent spread out. Yeah, I guess Brace is right. Brace has said that, and he's quite right about that. That there's a lot of things spread out. Okay, cool. So having the wraps open up world quests. Okay, cool. Fucking hell. But the talent it has been spread out in particular. I think KZG's done a good job on like getting a few talent in, and Vantage had a great attempt at getting a few talent in particular. Housebets and Next Talent have done that. Like Housebets and Next Talent have, you know, got that good talent in there, especially Housebets in particular. Where's the fucking flight path? Oh, the guy's not here. From my notes side. He's here. Okay, cool. There's not getting any international opportunities. There's that, but also like there's really good players in there. Like obviously a lot of the ex-talent guys in their various teams got international opportunities. APOC, I think only APOC done and Damio maybe have got international opportunities in that house bets team. And Vision, shit, I forgot about Vision. And Drox hasn't. And I'm trying to think of the other players on that team. None of the KZG boys have ever got international opportunities. DPR got pretty close. PZ's got international opportunities. That's right, that's their AWPA. Wait, Rooster played KZG today? Was it casted? Or was that 12 o'clock? Fuck, that was... I didn't even realize that was on. At least that's in a few years. We had the Greyhound plus 1 EPL, that's gone. True, we had the, thingo. Bruce, I think Rooster gone EPL, so I don't think that's gone completely. Like, there's one less EPL slot. FlyQuest aren't, like, unless FlyQuest do really well at Cologne, they're not going to get that world ranking spot back. And it could be possible that FlyQuest come back to Australia and try to contest for the ESL Cups, because they can, because they've got the highest VRS in OC at the moment. 2 seconds, I'm going to get some tea. And take off this jumper. So yeah, that's FlyQuest. FlyQuest have got a very interesting thing coming up. They've got to start winning tournaments or getting very far in tournaments. There's a lot of pressure now on them. That's why they moved to pick up JKS, just an FYI. Because they needed to start winning stuff. Because they couldn't keep losing, basically. Oh, whoops! I just realized that's a daily, not a world, not a side quest. What if Flycoats will play Blast Rising? They will. I'd be really surprised if they don't. Yeah, there we go. I was gonna say, where's the last one? The last one's probably on the border somewhere. And of course, it's on the deep, deep border. This reminds me of the Hellfire Peninsula quest, where you have to, like... What if... Because it clashes with Cologne? Okay, I could probably ask Papa Smithy, okay? That means it will probably clash with Cologne. Unless FlyQuest get eliminated early. Okay, got 2 more to go on this. There's no music here. There needs to be music here because at the moment, like, all I hear is the stomping of that little dragon there. There's, like, nothing else. Oh my god. Okay, what do you got here? 350. Talk to Druge. I'm assuming he's dying, by the way. So this guy is apparently going to run away places. Okay, cool. I think he's going to be found dead. Okay, cool. Okay, so I did the Devourer here, and that's fine. Hmm. Watch me AoE shit down, easy. Wait, you can skin all these guys? What the fuck? That's interesting. Oh. Okay, then we got Miasma Wraith. Okay, cool. Oh shit, didn't even realize that he was hitting me really hard. But anyway, we'll get our health back. I just realized these eye levels don't upgrade. Like for what I've got. Like these eye levels are still like 658. I just realized that. Like I've got like half initial patch and half like after patch. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Is that a weekly quest? It probably says it in the thingo. Repeatable. Okay. I think this is the phase thingo. Okay, so you get phased up, I see. In viewport wraps, okay. So how do you go phase mode? I didn't even fucking pay attention to it. Oh, you just right click, I guess. Oh, you phase by using the phase. Okay, cool. And by phasing, you can see everything else. Okay, cool. Oh. So with phase diving, you can't even mount. Oh my god, I can see this being bad. Can you dephase? Okay, you can't dephase. Okay, awesome. Because that would have been fucking annoying. This looks like some people have killed this one before. Never deaf. There we go. More than just a phase. So can I fly while unfazed? I have no idea about these flat points, but yeah. What do we got here? 6680. A key for it. Is he skinnable? Yes. Just testing all these guys, by the way. Okay, cool. Fucking hell, man. I stop taking all this damage. I remember that boss. Which one? Oh crap. I feel like it's like I feel like, oh no, don't tell me you're remembering Zero Mortis. Yeah, this is like the phase shit in PTR. Skirex from Origin? Oh, okay, yeah. We'll see what this gives. I guess I'm not really hopeful. I think it's gonna be like the weekly elites for Undermine, this one. Right? Okay, cool. Skinnable. I reckon it'd be Chitin, right? Chitin. That's a male. There you go. Sandworm boss? Yeah, I was gonna say from Seraph Mortis, yeah. Oh yeah, Origin, yep. So that's done. So there's a lot of rares around here. There's a rare up here that flies around. I gotta write a circle, okay. Can we get to that mob? The Night Reaver. Okay, there he is. Can you fly there? No, you can't. When you're in this phase, you can't fly. He's going to be skinnable as well. I think this is going to be a very, very good area if you're a skinner. Like a very, very good area for a skinner. Holy shit. Yeah. Okay. Okay, there we go. Sorry, Tick. I'm like obviously recording a lot of stuff as well. Oh, jeez. I haven't got a. I don't know where a spear is for this world quest. Oh, yeah. Okay. So yeah, for this one in particular, for Tazavesh, you get ported there from Dornagal. So that's pretty much it. Obviously, I don't want to spoil the story. Or for, like, if you obviously I think you're waiting for the story, I don't want to spoil that. But that's how you get it. Oh, so the phase conduits have a flight path. I did not know that. Holy shit. So I could have just teleported everywhere. Okay, cool. Instead of running around. There we go. I think this is like the Indiana Jones quest, if you remember in Uldum, where you just rolled over people. Okay, cool. Ignore that. We want to go to here. Okay, Revenant. There's a quest here as well. Revenant and a quest. Revenant is 5064. Need pats. Yeah, you can fly there, but you have to use the flying, you know, the taxi service. Did he heal, or am I just dumb? Probably healed. Oh, okay, never mind. I see what he's done. So I'm just noting it down, of course, for a guide video. So there's a quest here as well. Oh, have I got the side story thing on? Local stories? Okay, let's put that on. Always remember, if you want to get side quests, you need to turn this on, okay? Like, you need to turn this filter on, otherwise you can't see it. It saves you a lot of time, just an FYI. 15. Okay, yeah, cool. Okay, cool. Is this guy here, or do we have to be phased? Flickering essence. But not a smart idea to do what I did just then. I think those things are outside, just an FYI. There we go. I have a feeling that this quest here is, like it's, outside. We'll find out, okay? Yeah, it is outside. So you can get the quest in the phase as well. So pretty much you don't know what I'm just listing. I'm just listing like all the quests and the things that I've noted. And also cracking my neck every time. Like, I've not like moved my neck in like 1 or 2 hours and I hear the crack every time and I'm just like, geez, I've really not moved in that long of a time. Like seriously, like, every time I move at the moment, I'm just like, do that, neck cracks and I'm just like, come on. So yeah. So it seems like the weekly quest is pretty easy to do. So that's good. Oh, so that bug expires. Side quest becomes a world quest. So I've got to say, it will pay to be a tailor, just an FYI. Because like tailors have that fiber for the wraps, and I feel like it's going to be very, very good for that. But I'm not sure what the like spec is, like, you know, what sort of spec you want to be to get the top fibers. So you got to devour attack the atrium, okay. Oh, here's all the local stories as well. Okay, awesome. Okay, where's this? The atrium is 4964. Kill Devourer. Okay, cool. So if you aren't aware, there's all these events that go on, like these sort of things. I'm not sure if they spawn every 20 minutes. But yeah. Pretty much like after you get they're all skinnable as well, by the way. Pretty much after you get the maximum amount, a big mob spawns, you have to take care of that. I'm actually surprised that Sanguine Depths didn't return, given how many of these fuckers there are, okay? Because, yeah, of course, you know, Sanguine Depths has like a ton of fucking Devourers. Just an FYI as well, all these guys are skinnable. Okay, where's the mob? Okay. These guys look like these fucking constructs from Shadowlands. Yeah. I don't know what's this shield I got around. Ah, shield's the thing, eh? Cool. Okay, more animal. Okay, cool. More animal and not skinnable. Okay, cool. Hey, what's the other one? I think we've got all of them right now. We need one more for extended reach. Interact with the console. Okay, there we go, thought so. You got a lot of side quests, just an FYI. Blood beasts, mate. Oh god. I remember those fuckers in BC. Like those blood beasts hit for fuck tons of damage. I remember back in those days. Like they were very, very hard to like deal with because like you had to kill them quickly before they got that disease onto you. That made them do fuck tons of damage. So far we're doing pretty good. Speaker on the inside? Okay. And then you get the professional speakers, which is the fibers, okay. And also the Mantis Druid and the contract, okay. So you want to be able to get the contracts without doing any daily quests, okay? Which can be done. As I'm discovering here. Okay, there you go. I think that's gonna be it for me for today. I think we can just go rest up somewhere else. Oh, definitely dead. Feels outlandish to me? Yeah, definitely. Definitely feels outlandish to me as well. It feels like Netherstorm, which it is, because obviously it's Ethereals. But yeah. So yeah, I think that's going to be it for me today, because I'm going to go to bed. We'll definitely do more exploring tomorrow. I feel like we've got a lot so far. Like, this is all my notes. So far. So there's all my notes so far for you to get if you want to take a look at them. But yeah, we'll be doing sorry, I put minus 50 reps, should be 50 rep. These aren't, you know, very good reps, okay? But I also put some stuff here because I got 500 rep, okay, for one of them. Put it to the side. But this is also up as well. So I'm not sure if this is boosting the rep. So I've got to be very, very cautious as well because you got Winds of Mysterious Fortune that could be fucking the my rep calcs. But I don't think they are, but either way, I've got to consider that as well. But anyways, that's pretty much it. And yeah, like so far we've got a lot of these things. I think overall, what I'll probably do is I'll probably calculate if you can get Renown 5. So you can get the contracts out really, really quickly. And also what the contracts need as a recipe. Like, so I can prepare my inscriptionist to have contracts rent free. Bang, ready to go. So yeah. And the other one is just get a tailor up. I would say as well, get a tailor up. And I'm not sure what the fibers are used for, like which expertise gets your fibers maxed. So you can make a lot of those as well. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna be off. Hope you guys have a good one, and I'll see you guys maybe tomorrow or Saturday. Okay? We'll do more PTR then. We'll probably after I've mapped out like all the rares and all the campaigns and whatnot, I'll start hitting up all the like raid and the Mythic Plus.